ipaglaban ang kanyang karangalan. Alagaan ang kalinisan, kapayapaan ng bayan. Kay gandang pagmasdan ang kapaligiran, ibigin natin bawat isa sa atin. Kapit kamay tayo, Tarlac City, lungsod ng masaya.
Tarlac City,
Lagi kang masigla, halina kayo, tayo'y magkaisa, magsama-sama. Tayo na, Tarlac City, tayo'y maginhawa.
Tarlac City, happy!
Manalang ang Ama, kay palad natin may makabagong lungsod ngayon. Walang dapat gawin kundi magkaisa, magsama-samang iangat ang Tarlac. Lungsod natin lalong sisigla. Tarlac City, punong-puno ng pag-asa. Iwasan ang inggitan, limutin ang alitan, tayo'y magmahalan. Paglingkuran ang ating bayan, paunlarin ang mamamayan. Ang kasaganahan ating makakamtan, halina kayo sa aming lungsod. Tarlac City, ito Tarlac City, lungsod ng masaya.
Tarlac City, happy!
Lagi kang masigla, halina kayo, tayo'y magkaisa, magsama-sama. Tayo na, Tarlac City, tayo'y maginhawa.
Tarlac City, happy!
Manalang ang Ama, kay palad natin may makabagong lungsod ngayon. Walang dapat gawin kundi magkaisa, magsama-samang iangat ang Tarlac. Lungsod natin lalong sisigla. Tarlac City, lungsod ng masaya.
Tarlac City, happy!
Lagi kang masigla, halina kayo, tayo'y magkaisa, magsama-sama. Tayo na, Tarlac City, tayo'y maginhawa.
Tarlac City, happy!
Manalang ang Ama, halina kayo, tayo'y magkaisa, magsama-sama. Tayo na, sa Tarlac City.
Puso sa dibdib mo'y buhay, lupang hinirang, duyang ka ng magiping sa manlulupig. Di ka pa sisiil sa dagat at bundok, sa simuyat, sa langit mong bughal. May tilagang tula at awit sa paglayang minamahal. Ang kislap ng watawat mo'y tagumpay na nagniningning. Ang bituin at araw niyang kailan pambay di magdidilim. Lupa ng araw na luwalhati pagsinta, buhay ay langit sa piling mo. Aming ligaya ng pag may mga api, ang mamatay ng dahil sa'yo.
stage yan, hindi mo na tatakbo yan. Pero hanggang mamaya, mabilis-bilis. Pwede po ba tayo makatinig para yung ating ambience ngayong gabi, mga pasayaho natin. Pwede po ba tayo makarinig ng isang napakalakas at masigabong palakpakan? Okay.
Yan yung Tarlaqueno Club.
Yan, okay. Bago po tayo mag-umpisa mga kaibigan, nais po muna namin ipakilala ang aming mga sarili. Although ito pong binipining nasa aking tabi ngayon, hindi na po kailangan ipakilala. Sapagkat karamihan po sa atin ay nakakakilala na sa kanya, lalo-lalo na po yung mga nasa kooperatiba. Di po ba? Siya po ang ating namumukod-tangi na City Cooperative Officer. Sa kanya pong pagtutungkulan, bigla pong sumigla at biglang dumami ang mga kooperatiba rito sa ating lungsod ng Tarlac. Isang nagniningning na kagandahan na katulad ni Venus, mga kaibigan, si Binibining Marvy de la Cruz.
Ay, magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat. At sa akin naman pong tabi, pinagagalak ko pong ipakilala sa inyo ang past president ng TPRC, ang Tarlac Radio Press and Radio Club. Ayan, TPRC. At sa boses pa lang po, pag narinig mo to sa radyo, boses na boses pa lang, nakaka-inlove na. Diba? Mr. Willie Santos.
Mas malakas yung palakpak sa'yo.
Sabi mo ba naman na malabinos eh.
Okay, siyempre. Maraming salamat po at magandang gabi po muli sa inyo. Magandang gabi, Partner Marvy.
Magandang gabi, partner.
Magandang gabi sa mga pinuno ng ating lungsod sa pangunguna ng ating ama ng lungsod ng Tarlac, Mayor Ace Manalang. Magandang gabi po, Mayor.
Binabati rin po natin ang ating Vice Mayor, ang kagalang-galang na Vice Mayor Mike Cañedo. Nandyan na po siya.
At siyempre ang ating City Council, ang konseho po ng ating lungsod.
Yes, mamaya isa-isahin natin yan, ano?
Maraming salamat, Willie. Maraming salamat, Marvy. Sa ngalan po ng pamalanlusod ng Tarlac, sa pamumuno po ng ating pong mahal na Mayor, Mayor Ace Manalang, ganoon din po mga kasama ko sa Sanggunian, nandiyan po ang chairman ng Tourism Committee na si Councilor Baby Dugay, ano? Ganon din po, nandiyan na rin po si Councilor Vlad Rodriguez at mamaya po ay dating mga ibang councilor at nandiyan na rin po ang ating pong ABC President na namumuno po sa mga 76 barangays, Councilor Matsoy Manalang. Ganon din po sa ating pong mga awardees ngayong gabi, mga barangay captains ng iba't ibang barangay ng ating pong lungsod, mga opisyales, mga members ng women's, mga senior citizens, nandiyan na rin po. At mamaya po ay i-introduce ng ating pong mga MC. Sa tuwing sasabit po ang April 19, siniselebrate po natin ang cityhood anniversary. Ngayong taong pong ito ay binigyan po natin ng 5 araw. Ang celebration natin dapat supposed to be, it's a week-long celebration. Kaya lang po, tumama na po sa Holy Week yung month po natin. At yung 19 naman ay nasa Holy Wednesday na po yata, Tuesday. Ano po? So ngayon nga, gabi po ito ay inilahad po ang isang araw para sa mga barangay captains natin, mga opisyales, mga membro po ng Women's Club, at siyempre po, yung tanging parangal ng mga tanging Tarlaqueno. Alam po natin lahat, napakarami pong mga Tarlaqueno na talagang umabot po sa taas ng kanilang profesyon, sa kanilang pamumuhay. Ganon din po, alam po natin na pangalawang presidente ng Republika ng Pilipinas ay galing na rin po dito sa Tarlac City. Nanguna po ang ating presidente na si Madam Corazon Aquino, ngayon po ang kanyang anak, ni President Pinoy. At dami pong mga naging senador ng ating pong republika. Nandun po si Senator Romulo, Senator Roy, at marami pa po ang napunta sa mga kabinete ng ating pong pamumuno sa ating pong Malacanang. So ngayong araw na ito, kung gabi pong to, ay nandito naman po ang mga awardees na mga natatanging kapwa Tarlaqueno po natin. Mamaya po ay i-award yan at yung mga re-recognize din natin, yung mga members ng Women's Club ng ating pong lungsod. So wag po kayong alis, marami pong pinrepare sa programa. Marami pong guest na inimbita ang ating mayor. At itong gabi pong ito ay para sa ating lahat, kapwa naming Tarlaqueno. Sana po huwag po kayong magsawa na tumulong at sumuportan, kundi po sa suporta ninyo at kooperasyon nyo. So ngayong gabi pong ito ay nagpapasalamat po kami sa pagdalo nyo, pagdating nyo. Sana maging matagumpay, maging masaya ang selebrasyon ng City Hall natin. Welcome to the celebration of the City Hall of Tarlac.
Maraming salamat po, Vice Mayor Mike. Very much.
Thank you very
na si Alan Manchay Manalang, ang dating Vice Governor, Gesto de Larcon, ang magandang lalaking ng ipinanganak na Rizal, ang dating Mayor, dating Vice Mayor, dating Vice Governor, Emilio Magbag, ayan po, nariyan, ang mga dating Councilor nung gawin nating syudad, Councilor Frank Dayaw, Councilor Cesar Go, Councilor Mark Manabat, at ang ating Vice Mayor Mike Tanyedo, Councilor Baby Lugay, Councilor Vlad Rodriguez, Councilor Amado De Leon, Councilor Ana Aguas, Councilor Alan Manchoy Manalang, ang ABC President, at ang Honorary Chairwoman ng Women's ng Tarlac Organization, Rodora Obsena Manalang, at ang mga awardee natin, ang natatanging Tarlaqueño, marami pong salamat sa pagpapaunlak ninyo, at kayo narito ngayon, nakasama naming nagdiriwang at magpupuyat sa ating mga kababaihang naganda para sa gabing ito, sa pamumuno ng kanilang Pangulo, Ms. Dida Images, sa lahat ng barangay official, sa lahat ng opisyal ng Tourism Council na pinamumunan ni Seni Uykana, sa lahat ng ating mga opisyal sa iba't ibang barangay, hanggang Barangay Balante, sa kabilang ilog ay narito, 76 na barangay, mga bisita, magandang gabi po sa inyo lahat. Unang-una po, ako ay nagpapasalamat sa ating Panginoon na ako po'y nakabalik bilang ama ng ating Lungsod dahil yung mga pangarap ko na hindi ko na magagawa dahil natapos ang aking termino noong 2001 ay naisagat ng magandang pasyalan, mahirap man o mayaman, ay narito na po ang ating magandang Plazauela na pwede na pong ipagmalaki sa iba't ibang bayan at probinsya. Kaya ako po pinasindi ang ilaw ng mga rights. 2 araw lang po yung walang rights ngayon at bukas dahil may ballroom at yung mahal na araw. Pero araw-araw po hanggang May 15, may pasyalan tayo nito. May rights tayo para kasama po sa selebrasyon ng 13th Charter Anniversary ng ating Lungsod. Kaya ko po ipinakita yung mga ilaw para alam ninyo na may pasyalan tayo at may coffee shop tayo dito sa loob ng Plazauela. At hindi lamang po yan, ang inyong pong lingkod ngayon ay magpapabiting na po yung pinakamalaking pangarap ko kung tutusin, napakahirap gawin. Ngunit sa awa ng Diyos ay mukhang matutupad na. Sa June 14, magkakaroon na po tayo ng bidding para itong reclamation natin mula San Nicolas ay may pagpapatuloy ko na hanggang Barangay Santa Cruz upang makapagpagawa tayo ng bagong City Hall at bagong City Hospital na pag-aari ng Lungsod ng Tarlac. Yan po ang programa natin na gagawin ngayong taon na ito dito sa papuntang norte. Ngayon po, binabati ko ang CIO dahil napakaganda ng presentasyon nila. Ako po ay nagalak, natutuwa dahil ngayon ko lang po nakitang kumpleto ang kanilang inihanda ay napakaganda pala ng istorya ng Tarlac na ngayon ay Lungsod ng Tarlac. At ang mga natatanging Tarlaqueño, sabi ko po sa ating mga kasama sa City Government at sa CIO, kay Marby at sa Tourism Council, hanapin nila yung dapat bigyan ng award ng mga taga-Tarlac para makilala ng iba't ibang barangay sa 76 barangay kung sino itong mga dapat parangalan. Ngayon po ay makikita natin isa-isa mamaya. Mga negosyante, mga kinikilala sa national. Alam po ninyo, ang pakiusap ko, itong mga naging matanda ng negosyo, mga negosyante na kasama natin sa Lungsod ng Tarlac na hanggang ngayon, nagmamalasakit sa atin. Dapat po huwag nating kalilimutan ang suporta sa kanila dahil sa hirap man o ginhawa, pinatunayan nila na itong mga natatanging Tarlaqueño ay nagmamalasakit dito sa ating lungsod at kasama natin sila sa kaunlaran. Dahil kung wala sila, hindi po magiging maganda, hindi magiging maunlad ang lungsod ng Tarlac. Palampakan po natin sila. Ako po'y tuwang-tuwa nung ako'y makabalik dahil ang mga barangay official ngayon ay nagtutulungan, nagkakaisa, nagsusuportahan na ibalik ko po yung pagkakaisa dito sa ating lungsod na sa loob ng 9 na taon ay nagkawatak-watak ang barangay official. Ang mga kababaihan na nabuo ko po noong 1997, 98, 99 ay nagkawatak-watak na naman. Kaya sa loob lang po ng 1 buwan, sa tulong ng mga opisyal ng Tarlac Women's Organization, nabuo ko na naman ang dating Tarlac Ladies Association. Ngayon po, 76 barangay, nagkakaisa ang mga kababaihan sa tulong ng mga opisyal na pinamumunuan ni Nida Ibanez at Rodora Manalang. Marami pong salamat sa inyo dahil ang aking pong dalangin, ang aking dasal, magmahalan tayo, magkaisa tayo, magtulungan tayo upang lalo nating maging mapaunlad ang ating lungsod. Mga minamahal ko mga kababayan, ito ang pang-13 anibersaryo ng ating syudad. Ibinalik natin ang katiwasayan. Kung meron man pong aberya na nangyari paminsan-minsan, ginagawa ko na po ng aksyon ang mga yan. Naibalik natin ang katahimikan, naibalik natin ang kaunlaran. Tuloy-tuloy ang kaunlaran ng ating lungsod. Kapag ka po ganon at na-maintain natin ang pagiging maunlad at pagiging tahimik ng ating lungsod, napanatili natin ang katahimikan, palagay ko po, mga ilang taon lamang o ilang buwan lamang, maririnig na ninyo kung ngayon ay umunlad ang Tarlac City, lalong magiging maunlad kapag ka ito itinulak na natin maging highly urbanized city upang maipagmalaki ang bayan ng Pangulo ng Pilipinas, Ninoy Aquino, ang Tarlac City. Hindi po totoo na kapag ka naging highly urbanized city ngayon, ay meron po tayong mapepermisyo na kapitolyo o mga karating bayan. Hindi po totoo yun. Ako po magpapaliwanag na mabuti kung bakit ang lungsod ng Tarlac na component city ay dapat. Una po ang aking mensahe. Ako po ay nagpapasalamat sa inyong lahat. Ngayong pong gabing ito ay kasama natin kayong magpupuyat at bukas manood po tayo ng parada. Eksakto ng alauna po, kailangan ang mga float ay nasa Uniwide na at lalakad po ng alauna media papasok sa F. Tanieto Street upang makita ang mga magagandang float, ang magagandang dilag dito sa lungsod ng Tarlac. At bukas naman ng gabi, lahat po ng mahilig sa ballroom, magkakaroon po tayo ng masayang grand ballroom, mga balikbayan po, mga bisita natin at mga iba't ibang barangay. Kaya po 2 entablado, ibabalik po natin ang sigla. 2 orkestra po ang tutugtog bukas para maging masaya ang ballroom natin bukas. At bago po ako magtapos, mga natatanging Tarlaqueño, mga dating opisyal at mga opisyal ngayon, at sa mga lahat ng barangay opisyal sa 76 barangay, mga kababaihan, sa harap po ng ating ABC President, Alan Manchoy Manalang, ang kanyang may bahay, ang aking apo na SK President ng Barangay Ligtasan, Jail Manalang, at sa mga judges, noong pong June 29, 2010, ako po ay nagalak napakarami ang tumistigo sa aking panunumpa bilang alkaldeng muli ng ating lungsod. Meron po akong nabanggit noon. Hindi ko po dapat sabihin ito, pero sa publiko, gusto ko po iparating sa inyong lahat. Meron po akong nabanggit noon, June 29, 2010. bago ko umupo ng June 30, alas 12 ng tanghali, na bagong age Manalang ang makikita nyo ngayon. Mula po nung araw na yon, mula noong 2009 na pumasok po ako ng Prex, ako po'y sumumpa sa ating Panginoon, lalo na kay Our Lady of Fatima, na si Mayor Ames Manalang, kahit anong klaseng pizza, kahit anong klaseng baraha, kahit sabong, hindi nyo makikitang maglalaro dahil gusto kong ipakita sa mamamayang Tarlaqueño na tunay na bagong Ace Manalang ang makikita natin ngayon. Kaya ko po nabanggit ito, maraming mga nagsasabi sa mga kalaban sa politika, si Mayor Manalang natalo na naman ng milyon, si Mayor Manalang nagkasino na naman. Wala pong katotohanan yan dahil sa harap ng ating Panginoon, Our Lady of Fatima sa San Vicente, ako po'y sumumpa na sa loob ng 10 taon ay pipilitin ko na hindi ako hahawak ng anong klaseng baraha, hindi ako hahawak ng manok upang magsugal. Yan po ang bagong Ace Manalang na makikita nyo sa loob ng 10 taon. Kinailangan ko pong banggitin ito para pagdating ng araw, wala na po tayong marinig at hindi na natin paniniwalaan ang paninira na ginagawa nila sa inyong lingkod. Ang alam ko po, marami ang nagtaka, bakit nakabalik si Ace Manalang, bakit 3 buwan pa lamang ay kaya niyang gawin ang ginagawa ng ibang alkalde sa loob ng 9 na taon. Sa buong Pilipinas po, si Mayor Ace Manalang ang may pinakamaraming nagawa mula noong July 1st hanggang ngayon, April 15. Yan po ay isang record na nadyaryo sa national at sa tulong po ninyo sa pagkikisa po ng Sangguniang Panlusod, wala pong dahilan na hindi po natin mapaganda at mapaunlad ang ating Lungsod. Maraming salamat po sa inyong lahat. Utang ko po sa inyong lahat ang aking pagkakabalik. Kaya kayo po pakikinggan ko kung ano ang maganda para sa ating lahat. Kung ano ang ikatutuwa ng mamamayang Tarlaqueño, yung pang gagawin natin upang tunay na magbalik ang sigla, ang lungsod ng Tarlac. Maraming po salamat. Magandang gabi sa inyo lahat.
Maraming salamat po, Mayor Ace Manalang. Palakpakan po din natin ang ating nagalagan, ang lungsod, Mayor Ace Manalang.
Thank you, Mayor. At bago po tayo magpatuloy, nais po na natin i-acknowledge yung mga miyembro ng Sangguniang Panlungsod, Partner Marvy, na nandito ngayon, yung mga present, mga nanunungkulan ngayon, nandito si Councilor Mading de Leon, Councilor Baby Lugay, Councilor Vlad Rodriguez, Councilor Alan Manchoy Manalang, ang ating ABC President, at si Councilor Ana Aguas. At yung mga dating nanungkulan dito sa atin, nandito rin sila, partner.
Kasama niyo po natin ang ating mga dating councilor, Cesar Go, Rivo Nise, at ang ating dating SK Chairman, Tristan Bosong.
At saka yung ating dating kagawad dito at naging board member din si former board member and former councilor Frank Dayaw.
Magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat.
At ngayon, dadako na po tayo sa pinaka.
Presentation of the officers ng Tarlac Women's Organization Partner.
Okay.
Ito partner yung, kasi ngayong gabi, 3 po yung ating sineselebrate. Yung ating pagpupugay sa ating mga natatanging Tarlaqueño at saka yung ating Women's Night at saka Barangay Night. So ngayon po, bibigyan po natin ng daan ang presentation ng officers ng ating Tarlac Women's Organization. Ito po yung umbrella organization ng lahat ng mga organisasyon ng mga kababaihan dito sa lungsod ng Tarlac. So partner, akin munang tatawagin ang Federation President na si Miss Yunida Ibanez at si Chairman ng Barangay Maligaya, Chairman Boy Sayag, para sa presentation ng mga officers.
Thank you, Madam Harvey. Thank you, Mr. Magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat. Ang ating po partner, walang iba ng chairman, pinakapoging kapitan sa Barangay Maligaya, Tarlac City.
Maraming salamat, Madam Ibanez, ang nag-ordinasya po ng Tarlac Women's Club sa bawat barangay. Ngayon, madam, kilala po natin ang mga barangay captains at the same time, ang mga presidenta po ng mga women's club sa bawat barangay.
Okay. Lahat po ng matawagan namin mga kababaihan, dito lang po sila sa harapan para makilala natin kung sino ang bawat presidente sa mga barangay.
Okay? Unahin, Victoria Malyari.
Mrs. Yolanda Paternal.
Barangay Ahukaw, headed by Honorable Clemente Calino.
Ang kanya pong may bahay na walang iba kung hindi si Mrs. Gelacio Calino.
Instilled in her children the value of an enriched spiritual life. She is also patient, industrious, and a known disciplinarian to augment the family income and with the ardent desire to provide the best education for their children. Mrs. Fajardo put up a backyard poultry and piggery, and the reward of Mr. and Mrs. Fajardo's perseverance and hard work is the success of all their children. Their 10 grandchildren also did well in their respective fields and are now all professionals.
Mrs. Fajardo credits her long, fruitful, healthy, and happy life to the tender, loving care that her children and the rest of her family unconditionally gave her youngest, Estrella, even chose to remain unmarried and opted to retire early to care for her full-time. Tawagan namin.
101 years and 4 months
And 4
old siya
months.
ngayong araw na to. And to receive the award, we would like to call on Miss Milagros Ibarra, our daughter, Dr. Consuelo Fajardo Valerio, another daughter, and Miss Cherubim Fajardo Valerio, a granddaughter of Mrs. Mercedes Fajardo. Palakpakan po natin ang mga anak at apo ni Mrs. Mercedes Fajardo.
Pag-ibutat ka, iking... Putok.
Okay, partner, alam mo, nauna nga yung pinakamatandang Tarlaqueno. Ngayon naman
Relax ka lang, partner.
Na-excite ako eh.
Oh, okay. Ngayon naman po mga kaibigan, kung inyong mapapansin, gaya ng sinabi ni Mayor Ace kanina, meron po mga negosyo sa ating lungsod na sinasabi nga, tested by time. Hanggang ngayon ay nabubuhay pa po itong mga negosyo ito. At isa po sa mga matatandang negosyo na nandito ay ang tinatawag po natin, paborito pa rin natin hanggang ngayon, ang Action Restaurant. Ito po sa pamumuno ni Mr. Wilson C2. At sinasabi po rito, Action Restaurant was established in 1926 by Mr. Juan Nook C2 and was located in the busiest district of Estados, famous for its noodles and other Chinese delicacies. This place became the favorite of Tarlaquenos even during those times when the province of Tarlac was still the seat of the Philippine government. Asyong's ambiance and reputation as a wholesome restaurant has been preserved and maintained until now.
Yes, 85 years in existence sa Asyong Restaurant. And to receive the award, we would like to call on Ms. Marlene Perdaño, empleyado po ng Asyong Restaurant.
Palapakan po natin sila.
Partner, meron din tayong mga kababayan dito sa Tarlac na umaimbulog sa larangan ng palakasan.
Yeah.
At sumikat sila, hindi lang talaga yung
Oo.
dito lang sa Tarlac City sila sumikat, sa buong Pilipinas.
Hindi lang basta, hindi lang pampamilya, pang sportsman. Alcohol yan. Ayun. At ang una pong iaabot na parangal ay sa field ng marathon, takbuhan. Takbuhan ito.
Mabilis ito, mabilis tumakbo.
Yan, ito po siya. Si Mr. Ray C. Antoque.
Ray Antoque's performance in marathon races in the 1990s and early 2000s speaks well of his focused training, dedication, perseverance, and determination. He started training for the marathon distance of 42.195 kilometers at the age of 33, which is considered old for an elite marathon runner. Thus, he came to be known as the Old Warrior.
On his first competition, Ray placed number 4 in the 1990 Pilipinas International Marathon with a time that was considered as the fastest time for a Filipino in a marathon race held in the country at that time.
In 1992, he won as champion of the 16th National Milo Marathon. In 1993, he was the first black Filipino and second overall in the Filipinas International Marathon. In 1994, he was the champion of the 12th Manila International Marathon, during which he was able to beat the younger Giuseppe Belletti of Italy. In 1995, he was able to defend his title as the champion in the 13th Manila International Marathon, beating another younger runner from Italy. The same year, he was also the champion in the Jindori, Singapore, Johor Bahru Riyadh International Marathon race in Johor, Malaysia.
1996 was a momentous year for Mr. Ray Antoque, for it was during that year that he was chosen as one of the torchbearers in the 1996 Atlanta Olympics. In 1999, Ray placed 13th overall in the Military World Cross Country Championship held in Florida, USA. That same year, he placed 5th in the Hollywood, California Marathon.
In 2004, he won the gold medal in the 5,000-meter run and the bronze medal in the 10,000-meter run in the Asian Masters Athletic Championship held in Bangkok, Thailand.
At present, Mr. Ray Antoque continues to compete and is also a running coach for various elite runners in the country. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Mr. Ray Antoque. Maganda pa rin ang kandidato, ha?
Siya si Merculio Ramos Ninoy.
Abay laban sila bukas. Yun.
Ayan, yan.
Dadako po tayo sa basketball. Paborito ng lahat, partner.
Yes.
Romel Canaleta currently plays for the PMEG Derby Ace Llamados in the Philippine Basketball Association. A 6'5", 200-pound swingman. He's finally called by nicknames like KG, the Big Ticket, and the Vinci of Dunk. He won the 2005, 2006, 2007, and 2010 PBA Slam Dunk contest, thus becoming the first Philippine Basketball Association player, a 4-time PBA Slam Dunk champion. He led the Air 21 Express to a 3rd-place finish in the 20th PBA Philippine Cup.
He made a serious run for the Rookie of the Year honors with an impressive Philippine Cup campaign where he averaged 16.2 points per game, number 1 among rookies and 7th in the tournament among locals. He was ranked number 2 in scoring among rookies during his rookie year with 9.4 points per game. He was also awarded by the PBA as Mr. Quality Minutes Player in 2010. At ang tumanggap po ng kanyang award ay walang iba po si Alvin Ryan Miranda, ang pinsan ni KG Canaleta. Nandito po kanina si Romel KG Canaleta, kaya lang meron po siya laro sa Concepcion. Kaya hindi po siya nag-accept ng kanyang
award.
award.
At ngayon, ang paborito ng lahat, kasi ngayon paborito ito eh. Science and technology muna tayo. Akala ko tutuloy na natin sa sports eh.
Okay, pagdating naman po sa larangan ng Science and Technology, meron po tayong pinagmamalaking Engineer Rolando F. Cordova. Engineer Rolando F. Cordova is a graduate of Bachelor of Science in Civil Engineering and Bachelor of Science in Environmental and Sanitary Engineering from the Mapua Institute of Technology. He earned his Master's in Public Management degree from the Ateneo de Manila University. Engineer Cordova is presently the department head of the Tarlac Provincial Environment and Natural Resources Office. The nature of his work gave him a deeper understanding of the solid waste management issues being faced by the country at present. With this, he invented the EcoGlow 2-in-1 shredding machine. This mobile shredding machine can shred biodegradable materials and pulverize plastics with the potential of reducing waste by up to 90%. It can also convert waste materials into organic compost and organic charcoal briquettes. This invention won the second prize in the 2009 Business and Development Challenge Philippines, sponsored by the Philippine Business for Social Progress along with the Dutch national government. The said invention was also a foundation for a sustainable society, Philippines Triple Bottom Line Awardee for being the most inspiring enterprise story of financial viability while putting the interests of the poor and the environment in the heart of its business plan. Engineer Roland F. Cordoba.
Next.
Punta naman tayo ngayon sa ating mga businessmen, yung ating mga entrepreneurs dito sa Lungsod na Tarlac. Naligaw na ang ating partner.
Nagkabalik-baliktad na tayo po. Ang paborito, the place to be. Mr. Benigno ng Chua, a respected and renowned businessman from Tarlac City, with the help of his wife, Bienvenida, established the first Cindy's branch in Tarlac City in 1971. It became the destination of choice by visitors and residents alike, with the freshly baked products, hot from the oven, refreshments such as halo-halo and local snacks like siopaw and pancit luglog.
Cindy's eventually branched out to Olongapo City and Metro Manila as part of a strategic marketing plan and was rewarded with loyal patrons from the teenage and young adult market. The introduction of a new product such as the burger line, spaghetti, and french fries proved to be a favorable decision in the continuous store expansion in Metro Manila, Tarlac Province, and Northern Luzon.
In an effort to establish its brand identity, Cindy's undertook several moves, including standardizing its logo and embarking on a national advertising campaign with the slogan, "The Place to Be." Since then, the brand has become an icon that truly symbolizes Tarlac City.
Yes, the place to be. Ngayon naman, partner, ito yung talagang tatak Tarlac. Tatak Tarlac talaga to. Kasi naman kami, hindi kami sumasakay ng iba kung hindi dito.
Pagka pumunta ka sa Manila noon, hindi sasabihin ng nanay mo, sasakay ka ng bus. Sumakay ka ng rabbit, sabi niya.
Yes, sasakay ka ng rabbit. Okay? The Philippine Rabbit Bus Line, tinatawagan po natin si Mrs. Natividad para sa The Philippine Rabbit Bus Lines Incorporated is considered one of the pioneering bus companies in the Philippines. It was founded in 1946, owned and operated by the clans of Parasanise, natives of Tarlac City. Philippine Rabbit operates to and from Metro Manila and northern provinces along strategic routes.
They started with the familiar red Isuzu buses with yellowish-brown stripe. During the early 90s, the company replaced their fleet with latest model white air-conditioned buses, which at that time were the most modern in the country.
The Philippine Rabbit Bus Lines faced various challenges and difficulties this past few years, but is presently in its efforts to recover and regain its former status in the past. Despite some hurdles along the way, the Philippine Rabbit has remained an icon and has symbolized Tarlac. It continues to strive to be at par with leading bus companies in terms of number of buses and providing quality and reliable transport service to its patrons. At ang tumanggap po ng award ay si Dino Nise, ang anak ni Madam Natividad Nise.
That's right.
With former Councilor Rigo Nise.
Nakuha natin ngayon ang field ng ano ba? Ano bang gusto mo?
Yan yung ginawa natin kaninang hapon.
Oh, yes!
Rice Cake Festival.
Sino may gusto ng kalamay? A Tarlaquenos legacy, Betty's Special Native Cakes started its operation in 1972 with Mrs. Beatriz Betty Caparas Junio as founder and is currently being operated and managed by Miss Jean S. Junio, who is Mrs. Betty Junio's equally capable daughter-in-law. Miss Jean's background in culinary arts enabled her to continue the tradition of quality that Betty's is known for.
Betty specializes in truly Filipino delicacies offered at considerably reasonable prices. Its vision is to establish Betty's as a top mass market brand, leading in product innovations in its class, and in our opinion, it has already succeeded in this regard. Betty's is known for the high quality and freshness of its products and has become an icon in the area of native delicacies. Among its most popular products are the cassava cake, moche, sapin-sapin, tibok-tibok, kapit-rong, alea ube, gucci, maha blanca, bibingka, putong puti, and kuchinta. At present, Betty's has 17 stores in Central Luzon and is still expanding. Betty's Special Native Cake.
Wow! Ngayon po, susunod naman tayo sa mga butika. Butika tayo? Hindi pa. Butika, okay. Pabili ho ng portal. Farmacia Prosperidad, a retail drugstore, was established in the early 1960s. It is a family business owned by the late Mrs. Catalina Puno Panlaki, married to Judge Leandro Panlaki. The business was named after their only daughter, Prosperidad. During those years, there were few competitors playing the field. The business proved to be a promising venture as it gained prominence as an enterprising pharmacy among contemporaries.
Judge and Mrs. Panlaki's daughter, Prosperidad Panlaki, completed 3 courses in college, liberal arts, Bachelor of Science in Education, and Bachelor of Science in Pharmacy at the University of Santo Tomas. She married Lázaro Galiardo. She took hold of the business at the registered pharmacy. After she passed away, her daughter, Joy Catalina, who just received the award, also a registered pharmacist, inherited the business. Farmacia Prosperidad reached further heights and remained as one of the oldest establishments in Tarlac. Under the stewardship of Ms. Joy Gallardo, it was borne the odds of almost 50 years. Today, the business is still active and visible in the market.
Farmacia Prosperidad. Nandiyan po yun sa may malapit to sa kanto ng si Santos Street ngayon. Sa kanto yan. Sa Anchieta, sa Anchieta. Pumunta naman po tayo ngayon sa isa sa mga pinakasikat na kainan sa Tarlac.
Paborito.
Paborito. Hanggang kayo, paborito ka rin. Urdu's Restaurant. Mr. Fermin James L. Aquino established Urdu Restaurant in 1965. It has since become a favorite haven for food enthusiasts, both local and from outside Tarlac City. It also became a favorite gathering place for various civic groups and organizations and a popular venue for birthday parties, baptisms, receptions, and the like. It has also branched out, is also offering catering services. Urdu is also known for its high-quality baked products such as cakes, brownies, food for the gods, and its famous Rebel Bar, which has become a popular tourist attraction as both local tourists like to order the said pastry in bulk.
And Ms. Joy Salinas, the daughter of Mr. James Ortico, received the award.
Si Mr. James Ortico, mga kaibigan, ay isa rin po sa mga dating kagawad ng ating lungsod noon. Oo. Lulutag po tayo sandali at may pakiusap na ako rito. Nakita mo naman, partner. Lulutag lang po kami sandali lang.
Lulutag lang po kami ng konti. Doon po, pupunta po tayo doon sa larangan ng public service and governance. Ang tatawagin po natin ngayon ay isa sa mga pinakasikat na Tarlaqueño sa mga panahon ito.
Rico Escalona Puno is the current Undersecretary for Peace and Order of the Department of Interior and Local Government. As such, he serves as the Secretary's deputy in the Interior sector as he is in charge of supervising the Philippine National Police, the Bureau of Crime Protection, Bureau of Jail Management and Penology, and the Philippine Public Safety College.
Prior to his appointment to the DILG, he was a longtime consultant in the office of then Senator and now President Benigno S. Aquino III. First in the Committee on Public Order and Safety and Dangerous Drugs from 2007-2009, and later in the Special Oversight Committee on Economic Affairs from 2009 until July 4, 2010.
Before he worked as Senate consultant, Yusek Puno was the president of the Far East Ballistic Corporation from 1992 to 1995. He is an agricultural economics graduate from the University of the Philippines in Los Baños, Laguna.
Hindi lang po nakarating ngayon si Undersecretary Rico Puno, pero siya po ay nagpadala ng kanyang representative, and we would like to call on Attorney Carl Cruz, ang lawyer po ng DILG, to receive the award in behalf of Undersecretary Rico E. Puno. Iparating na lang po kay Undersecretary Puno ang aming pasasalamat and congratulations po. So magpatuloy tayo, partner, sa ating mga entrepreneurs na taga Tarlac.
Ito po, isa sa mga sikat na restaurant din. Highway Restaurant was founded in the early 1960s by Mr. Li Huangfu of China, married to Conchita de Leon, a Filipina. The old Highway Restaurant was then situated at the present location of the Metrotown Mall. It specializes in Chinese cuisine and its favorites stopover of travelers.
In 1976, the first restaurant was razed by fire, and it then transferred its operations to the place where Metrobank is currently located. It stayed there for 20 years. People from all walks of life coming from various locations within and outside Tarlac frequented the restaurant for its famous lomi and pancit guisado. During its peak years, the place can be so crowded that it practically looks like a marketplace.
In 1996, Highway Restaurant's sister company, Potter's Hand Processed Food, was established in Manalang, Tarlac City. Until now, the restaurant is still operating and is located in front of the Tarlac State University in Barangay San Vicente.
At ang tumanggap po ng award ay ang magkapatid na Susan at Moretti. Lomi at pancit guisado.
Paborito ko doon, yung kantong gisado.
Sa pang-restaurant partner.
Oh yeah, so ito talagang alive and kicking din ito. Ha? Hong Kong Restaurant was established at MacArthur Highway, San Nicolas, Tarlac City in 1983. It is known for its Chinese and Filipino dishes. Locals and tourists alike often visit the place to enjoy its good food.
The restaurant is owned and managed by Ms. Selma Wykerpus, the daughter of the late Yuping and Natividad Villanueva of San Nicolas. Because of her love, loyalty, hard work, and dedication to the family business, Hong Kong Restaurant was able to withstand the test of time and successfully surpass major challenges such as the influx of multinational fast food chains in the city. The former rented wooden building, which was then called Hong Kong Restaurant, is now a concrete, nice, and cozy establishment owned by the family. Ms. Selma Wykerpus of Hong Kong Restaurant.
Si Kumari yan, si Kumari Telma. At ngayon, paano ko ba didescribe ito, partner? Ay, hindi lang para sa nabubuhay, kundi pati na sa mga namayapa.
Yes, in the later part of our life.
Oo. Ito inevitable ito. Dito tayo pupunta lahat eh.
Yes, hindi natin yan maiiwasan.
Pero ito kailangan talaga iano natin ito, i-acknowledge natin dahil ito isa sa mga matagal na rin nagsisilbi sa mga Tarlaqueño. Enriquez Funeral Services was established in 1932 in Manila. The first Tarlac branch was established in the 1960s. It is considered as one of the pioneers in the industry. Aside from the usual funeral services, Enriquez also offers chapel services and has recently added a crematorium. It is being managed by Mr. Jose P. Enriquez. Enriquez Funeral Services has truly contributed to Tarlac City's program as one of the city's top taxpayers. Ang tumanggap ay si Mr. Vic Enriquez, kapatid ni Mr. Boy Enriquez.
Meron daw silang promo.
Buy one, take one.
Discount.
Ay, hindi ba? Ako buy one, take one.
Okay, punta naman po tayo sa culture and the arts.
Ito paborito ng marami.
Medyo mahaba ito, partner.
Mahaba po ito citation, ano? Professor Marcelino P. Balangkit is the current director of the Tarlac State University Presidential Commission for Culture and the Arts. He is also the artistic director of the DSU Performing Arts, the dance director of the DSU Dance Troupe, and a member of the faculty of the DSU College of Human Kinetics, the DSU College of Education, and Project 3 of the Eduardo Juanco Foundation.
As dance researcher and author, he was responsible in the conceptualization and creation of the Lakota Tarlaquena, or the official native dance of Tarlac City, the Lakota Anawenya, which is the official dance of the municipality of Anao, the mga sayaw ng Ita sa Tarlac, which is the official dance piece during the Mala Tarlac Festival street dancing competition, the Natural Tarlac, or the official dance piece of the provincial Natural Tarlac street dancing festival competition, the sayaw sa awit ng Tarlac, the Manulugak, the Salalahan, and most recently, the Kumintangan.
Professor Balangkit also facilitated the performances of the TSU Performing Arts during various international events, such as the Malaysian International Dance Festival in Kuala Lumpur, the Hatid Saya sa Hong Kong, tribute to Tarlaqueno OFWs in Hong Kong, the Singapore Arts Festival, the Singapore International Dance Festival, and the Busan Korea International Dance Festival and competition, during which the TSU choir won the bronze diploma.
In 1994, Professor Balangkit was awarded Outstanding Cultural Director by the State University of Colleges Region 3 Awards. And in 1999, he was given the National Commission's Plaque of Merit for the original dance research and choreography of mga sayaw ng Ita sa Tarlac. And in 2003, he was awarded Distinguished Tarlaqueno Provincial Level for Culture and the Arts. Professor Marcelino
Professor Mar Balangkit. Dumako po tayo sa ating mga OFW. Tama ba?
Yes.
Okay. Engineer Ermi Garon and her husband, Jodorico of Barangay Palete, Tarlac City, have worked in Palau for 10 years. Engineer Ermi returned home after achieving the family's saving goal. They credited constant communication with their children, 6 children, as the key to keeping the family's relationship strong while they were abroad. 3 of their children have completed college and the 3 others are in school. The family runs a construction business in Tarlac. They are active members of the Tarlac First Baptist Church and donated 1 million pesos for the construction of a worship center.
The Garon family was one of the 2 families who were conferred the National Model OFW Family of the Year Awards in 2010 for maintaining strong family ties despite the absence of the parents, for prospering with their overseas savings and investments, and for sharing their entrepreneurial skills and various advocacies for the benefit of their local communities. Ermi and Chodorico Garon Jr.
Mga OFW pa rin po tayo. Ito, ano ito, partner eh. Mariner ito. Mariner. Captain Jesus Q. Tongol, or Captain Jess Tumeli, was born on March 6, 1949 in Tarlac. He's married to Senaida Chi Tongol, and they were blessed with $3. He was a self-supporting student at the Philippine Maritime Institute, where he graduated in 1973 with a degree of nautical science. He then went on to become a seafarer and has worked for various shipping lines. The hardships that he experienced when he sent himself to school made him more generous to his family, and so he sent his siblings to school. He was also able to extend assistance for his nieces and nephews' education. He and his wife, Senaida, also made sure that their $3 receive only the best education. Their eldest, Karen, is now a pediatrician. Their second daughter, Julie, now works as a medical assistant in a Canadian hospital in Dubai. While their youngest daughter, Maria Blanca, graduated with a Bachelor of Science degree in radiologic technology and has worked overseas.
Because of Captain Jeff's achievements as an overseas Filipino worker and his family's accomplishments in good works, Captain Jeff's family was awarded Model OFW Family of the Year Region 3 in 2010. Congratulations, Captain Jesus Q. Tongol.
Announcement muna, meron daw po lalabas yung may plate number AY579. May lalabas daw, AY579. Dito naman tayo sa mga mahihilig tumulong, sa mga philanthropo, partner. Mr. Alexander D. Pascual, a certified public accountant, was a consistent honor student in elementary and a consistent full scholar in high school. He earned his bachelor's degree in commerce, major in accounting, from the University of the Cordillera, formerly Baguio College Foundation. He finished his master's degree in public administration at the Tarlac State University. He is a certified public accountant and a licensed real estate broker.
Mr. Pascual was the president of the PICPA Tarlac chapter in 1990, vice president of the Philippine Tarlac Chamber of Commerce and Industry in 1999 and 2004, member of the TSU Board of Regents from 2007 to 2011, national director and vice president of the Association of CPAs in Public Practice from 2007 to 2008, and national director of the PICPA from 2007 to 2009.
He is also a multi-awarded professional. His achievement as a certified public accountant, leader, and philanthropist have been widely recognized by esteemed institutions.
Mr. Alex Pascual. Ngayon naman, partner, babae ito. Pupunta na tayo doon sa ating mga kababaihan.
Sundalo.
Sundalo, pero gusto ko, basahin ko to. Ako yung mauna. Okay.
Sige, mauna ka na.
Military service. Major Maria Consuelo Nunal Castillo hails from Tarlac City and is the youngest of 5 children of Gerardo Dodi Nunal Sr. and the late Maria Teresa Ranada Nunal. She was the valedictorian of the College of the Holy Spirit High School class of 1991. She was in her second year in college at the University of the Philippines in Diliman, taking up pre-med psychology when she decided to enter the Philippine Military Academy after being shown a newspaper ad encouraging women to enter the academy. She belonged to the first batch of female cadets that entered the PMA in 1993. She graduated 7th out of the 138 in the PMA Kalasag Lahi class of 1997 and consequently became the first Tarlaquena to have graduated from the said institution.
After graduation, she joined the Philippine Air Force and became its first female pilot to join the most macho flying unit, the 205th Tactical Helicopter Wing, when she eventually became the first woman to fly the UH-1H UE helicopter. She flew the said helicopter in various combat and combat support helicopter missions across the archipelago.
Bulk of her missions were performed in Mindanao, specifically in the war-torn areas of Cotabato, Basilan, and Jolo. Later on, she became the pilot in command of an all-female crew formed in Mindanao. She then joined the Air Force's most macho unit, the 15th Strike Wing, to become one of the 7 combat-ready female pilots of the unit. Currently, she flies the Bell 412 helicopter and is being trained to be the first female helicopter pilot of the President of the Republic of the Philippines.
She is happily married to an Army officer, Major Charles Castillo, and a proud mother to 4-year-old daughter, Samantha, and a 1-year-old son, Cyrus.
Major Maria Consuelo Nunal Castillo. Dumako naman po tayo sa field ng Academe.
Yan, mga pag-aaral. Dolores G. Matias, Doctor of Philosophy, the first woman president of the Tarlac State University, served Tarlac in the field of education for 43 years. 2 years at the Tarlac High School and 41 years at the Tarlac State University.
In the university, she rose from the ranks to become university president in 1998 and figured prominently in the university's development and modernization. Having helped organize the graduate school in 1976, she expanded it to offer additional master's and doctoral programs in education, public administration, engineering, and computer studies, and worked for the construction of a graduate building. As a result, she was appointed the first dean of the College of the Graduate School. After being promoted as University Vice President, Dr. Matias chaired the task force on universityhood that proposed and followed up the conversion of the college into a university and headed the committee that wrote the university code and its implementing manual.
Under her subsequent leadership as university president, a streamlined organizational structure resulted in a functional and revitalized university organization. Colleges and curricular programs were continuously developed, upgraded, accredited, and infrastructures which would facilitate academic, cultural, and sports activities were also provided.
Dr. Matias further developed the Lucena campus and the College of Education and Nursing, the Lungsod Center, and an Olympic-sized swimming pool for physical education activities. She also organized the College of Arts and Sciences, the Student Center, the Business Center, the PhD Foundation and started international startups with colleges and universities in Asia and the Pacific.
Dr. Matias provided additional scholarship, extensive services, research, and assistantship opportunities for the students, faculty, and the personnel while encouraging cooperativism. During her administration, she promoted a culture of excellence and peace within the university.
But after her retirement, Dr. Matias continues to teach in the Dean's Graduate School whenever possible. She also does volunteer teaching at Our Lady of Peace College Seminary in San Isidro. She is also a counselor of the Order of Carmelites Council Secular, Tarlac Chapter, and a member of the board of the Ceremonies International of Tarlac. Dr. Dolores D. Machado.
Sa atin po rin po tayo, at ang susunod po, Dr. Priscilla Cruz Tiuya, the current president of the Tarlac State University, completed her Bachelor of Science degree in elementary education from the Philippine Normal College, where she graduated cum laude in 1968. She completed her master's degree in education, majoring in curriculum and instruction from the University of the Philippines, Ninoy. She earned her degree of Doctor of Philosophy, major in Philosophy and Educational History, also from the University of the Philippines, Diliman, in 1986, during which she was a university scholar.
Prior to her appointment as TSU President, Dr. Aguino was the Director of the TSU Student Affairs and Auxiliary Services from 1986 to 1989, the Dean of the TSU Graduate School from 1989 to 1998, the Executive Director of the Center for Inter-Institutional Research and Policy Studies Development Council, State Universities and Colleges, Region 3 from 1998 to 1999, and a current member of Executive Staff. She was also Vice President for Academic Affairs of PSU from 1998 to 2006, and in 2006, she became University President. In addition, she was also a lecturer at the Hagay Institute for Leadership in Maui, Hawaii.
Her outstanding career in the academy was recognized by various institutions, such as the Philippine Normal University Alumni Association, that gave her the National Award for Outstanding Accomplishment as Public School Administrator in 2007. She also received the Professional Excellence Award from the UP College of Education Alumni Association in 2006. Okay.
Punta naman po tayo sa iba pang larangan. Journalism. Mr. Michael Charleston Bichua was born on January 19, 1984 in Tarlac. He is an instructor at the De La Salle University. He was a former instructor at the Department of History, College of Social Sciences and Philosophy of the University of the Philippines, Diliman. He is currently finishing his master's degree at the History Department of UP Diliman. He is an active webmaster of some historical websites and was chosen as the Wiki Pinoy of the year 2007 for history. He specializes in popular culture, historical consciousness in cyberspace, Philippine Revolution, and recent history of the Philippines.
At such a young age, Michael has already authored several important publications touching on the history of the country. Among these are Ang Panghiraya sa Nayon, ang mga pagdiriwang ng anibersaryo ng Commonwealth ng Pilipinas, Shouting in Bronze, the lasting relevance of Andres Bonifacio and his movement at Caloocan, ang imeltitic representasyon at kapangyarihan sa Santo Niño Shrine sa Lungsod ng Tacloban.
Michael Charleston is also one of the brains behind the successful show Bottom Line with Mr. Boy Abunda.
Mr. Michael Charleston Chua, in the field of journalism.
Okay. Alam mo ba, partner, na meron tayong sikat na banda dito sa Tarlac City.
Ay, maraming mahusay dito.
Yes. Ito yung Six Cycle Mind. Dalawa sa mga membro ng banda ito ay taga-Tarlac.
Okay. Wala ako rito.
Sila ay sina Roniel de Maculangan at Ryan Sarmiento sa larangan po ng entertainment. Six Cycle Minds is a popular band composed of Roniel, May de Maculangan on lead vocals, Tito Fortunato, Tuti Carinal on drums, and backup vocals, Ryan Ray Sarmiento on rhythm, guitars, and backup vocals. Bob Cañamo on bass guitar and Herbert Hernandez on lead guitar. The name Six Cycle Mind refers to the 5 members plus their manager, Darwin Hernandez, as the sixth mind. Collectively, they all contribute to the composing, arranging, and brainstorming, which are all part of the continuous cycle in their operation of music, hence Six Cycle Mind. Six Cycle Mind rhythm guitarist Ryan Wright is also from Tarlac, and he was born on October 19, 1981. He also studied at the Don Bosco Technical Institute, where he met his bandmate Nate. He started playing guitar during high school years, and aside from the band's rhythm guitarist, Wright is also its composer and backup vocal.
Ito po yung mga matatatak natin mga pinuno, mga politiko. Ito po isang lifetime achievement award na ibig sabihin na pinaparangalan po natin ang buong buhay nitong mga ginoong ito dahil po sa kanyang nagawa. Siya po ay si dating mayor natin, Emilio Macalino Magbag. He is without doubt one of the nicest guys you can ever meet. Perhaps it is the pleasant smile that leaves his youthful handsome. He is now 73. Or the easygoing but elegant manner of a gentleman, devoid of artifice or pretension. Or could it be the soothing voice? He is simply a nice guy. In fact, you have yet to see somebody who dislikes him and have yet to hear a mean word from him.
Emilio Miller Magbag is actually a politician turned farmer cum businessman, and a very successful man he is. His feats would be very hard to duplicate. Take a load of this. He has served the government and the people of Tarlac as councilor, vice mayor, mayor, senior board member, vice governor, and acting governor at one time or another. His impressive and impeccable credentials serve as a good stead. He has proven time and again what an outstanding public servant and leader he is and has been. Need to say, one of his numerous awards read Outstanding Player of the Year and Exemplary Public Servant in 1978. Ladies and gentlemen, Honorable Emilio Macalino Magbag. So sa lahat po ng mga natatanging Tarlaqueño para sa taong 2011, congratulations po at sana madagdagan pa po ang inyong tribo.
Palakpakan po natin silang lahat at maaari po bang tumayo tayo bilang paggalang sa mga natatanging Tarlaqueño ng 2011.
Palakpakan po natin ang ating mga natatanging Tarlaqueño. So partner ito ay gagawin taon-taon at kung ang ating mga kababayan dito sa Lungsod ng Tarlac ay merong nalalamang mga Tarlaqueño na natatangi talaga sa kanilang larangan, pwede po kayong magpunta sa amin o kaya ni Mayor upang ikwento ang kanilang kakaibang kwento.
Tama yan. Kasi, Puro Mino, baka meron po mga...
For
2012. Baka mayroong mga nakatago pa riyan na mga Tarlaqueño na mumukod-tangi, kaya lamang po natin silang makita at parakalan. Salamat po, Mayor. Salamat po sa ating mga
Maraming
bosyahan.
salamat po sa ating mga city officials.